Okay, howdy everybody. So, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for this intro, but whatever you saw previous was most likely the last time you guys saw me. And then I dipped for a while. To tell you the truth, what happened was I just got really unmotivated with making videos, and I was just really overwhelmed with a lot of other things. Work became like way too hard for me, and then I had family issues, and then I ended up, almost having a collapsed lung. Here's a picture right here. So yeah, it's been crazy, but what everyone wants to know, yes, I still have the LS. I had plans on selling it, and to be honest, it was up for sale for a good few weeks, but I just didn't have the heart to do it. I just had to keep it just a little longer. And then something interesting happened. I was just hanging out. I was just trying to blow off some steam. I was driving around late at night around my area. Um, and, I'm just sitting there cruising, not doing anything crazy, listening to Eurobeat, not, not driving crazy is what I mean. I'm going through this pass over by me. I turn the corner, and the next corner I see like a white 240 and an EG Civic hatch just fly right by me, going, 60 or 70 down this really tight mountain pass. I hear Eurobeat blasting, I hear, exhausts going crazy, tires screech. It was insane. It was a downhill, uh, mountain race. And like a moth to a flame. I ripped a 180 in the middle of the street right there and followed him back. But by the time I got to the bottom of the mountain pass, I pulled over and I just kind of got out and I just started talking to him like, oh my God, that was so cool. And that right there, that night was what really got me inspired to go back to working on the LS. I just kind of hung out with these people for like 2 hours, and they were like these people that I've always wanted to meet when I got my LS. There's like people like me. They have these old cars. They're not like fucking, insane modified like you see on Instagram. They're just basic like stock hatches, and they're just, they ripped the interiors out. They put other motors in them. So this guy had an Integra motor in it, and then like the whole thing was, stripped, and he just had, braces and everything, so it was super rigid. And it was really just insanely inspiring. So I made so many friends that night. I got added to a group chat, and now I'm a part of this like group that goes out all the time, all the different passes that I haven't even seen before. And they just go out and have fun. They watch other people race, and they sometimes race themselves. And it's really just an amazing community. And it's inspired me to go back to working on the LS. So yeah. So in this video, right now I'm going to be working on getting the LS in as good of shape as possible because long term I want to do some really big things with it. I'm really shooting for the moon with this. So right now what I want to do is I just want to get everything in working order, and I want to get it handling as good as possible. Good morning, everybody. It is currently 9 something, and I am getting ready to go to a junkyard. Whatchamacallit, it's not a good idea, because as you can see, it's raining. I don't care. Okay, so we are at the Pick Your Part over in Sun Valley. I'll put the address over here somewhere. I didn't want to record anything until I got a good find. Oh my god, did I have a good find. Hold on. We are here with this 1992 Lexus, and look what I found. If you can't read that, that says Nakamichi. This stereo is so hard to find. It's like over $300 too. So we are taking that, and it looks like it's not even in terrible condition. It has a CD thing and everything. Oh my god, we got lucky. Guys, so as you can see, this is the stereo. This is the same stereo that I actually used to have in my car. It's the Lexus Nakamichi stereo. As you saw, I tried to take screws out, and then I realized that there's not really a point. I should just take the whole thing because this cradle that it's in, I know the guy that I got the other one from probably fucked up this cradle, so I'm gonna take the original cradle and everything with it, just as one big piece. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it in the car here so it doesn't get rain on it. Next on our list, unfortunately, I can see that this antenna is free, which means it's broken, so we're not going to deal with that, and the trunk is locked. But next, what we're going to do is we need the sway bar bracket. This bad boy right there. Should be super simple. We only need one. So yeah, let's get to it. Hey guys, so we are done with the first Lexus. I tried looking for all the other things on my list, but a lot of them are really small detail stuff, and as you saw, the car is not very detail friendly. So I got the piece that I needed, this sway bar piece right here. So yeah, to be honest, I mean, I could leave right now, but there's one more Lexus here, so I'm gonna go check that one out. So we're at the other LS400, which is oddly also tan. It's been picked through pretty well. I mean, the interior is a lot nicer, as you can see, but I've already had a peek inside, and unfortunately there is nothing different. All the stuff that I actually wanted is missing, and the antenna is also, as you can see, broken, so I'm not even gonna bother taking all this out. What's funny is it has the same one tool, because I wanted to get the rest of the tools. It has the same one tool, and it does not have the med kits. So yeah, I might try and stick around and see if I can find a way to get into the other one's trunk, because it hasn't been opened. But yeah. Alrighty guys, so all in all, that was a pretty good haul. We got the stereo. That's easily a over $300 stereo, the Nakamichi stereo. I also found only one or two, so really great we found one of those. We also got a window regulator. That was awesome to find. And then we also got the rear bracket so I can put my sway bar back on. So all good things. All right, so here's just a really quick update. I wasn't gonna put this in the video because I thought dealing with the door window switches wasn't gonna do anything. I just replaced it because the one I got looked like the tiniest bit nicer, but it's actually fixed everything. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but my windows definitely had issues. I wasn't able to roll it up from one side, and I'd have to lean over to roll windows up. So my passenger side window, I could roll down, but I couldn't roll up, and the roll was switched for the passenger side. They couldn't roll their window down, but they could roll it up. And then behind me, I could roll it down, but I couldn't roll it up. I had to move my hand back there to roll it up. But I switched the window regulator. Not only did I notice that, not only did I notice that now everything works, but it actually has lights. Hold on. It actually has lights. These never even lit up on my other one. So I'm actually going to take this out really quick and actually clean these switches, because I didn't really clean anything. So I know this isn't part of the video, but I'm just going to throw this in there super quick. So I had to replace this top bulb right here. It's a two-way bulb.
The like lights on bulb worked, but the brake light bulb did not work, so my brake light failure sensor came back on. So what you're gonna have to do is there's gonna be a screw down here, a screw up here, a bolt right there, and a nut right there, and another nut right there, and there's also gonna be a clip right there and a clip down here as well. Then this piece is gonna pull out, and then you just have access to all your bulbs. So just thought I'd throw that in there really quick in case anyone had any problems.
Okay guys, so today is the day I am putting my sway bars back on. So I had to wait for the rain to stop because I don't want to work in the fucking rain. I do have to pull the car all the way into the corner, but it's okay. We're gonna start with the rear. Alrighty, so here's the original sway bar. I know it's not ideal. I'm sure it could be thicker or anything, but I'm sure more of you guys will agree that a sway bar is better than no sway bar. So let's get this put back in. So as you saw, I tried to put the rear sway bar back on. I got it bolted on, but the end links for the sway bar are just destroyed. So the second I tried putting the bolts back on, they just fried. They split and they're like leaking and all that stuff. So I tried my best to get the nut on as far as it can, but I mean, to be honest, I think it like just barely made it through all the threads on the nut, not even. So those are going to be next on the list. But now we're going to focus to the front. So for the front, I'm really battling time here. Sun sets at fucking 4:50 something because goddamn California and their fucking daylight savings. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is it's going to be more efficient for me to do one side than the other because then I don't have to like worry about, because the car's too low to jack up by itself, so I have to like put it on blocks and then put it up, at least for the front. So if I do one side and then I do the other side, I can do it from the side without touching anything, and it's a little easier. And I'll be able to take the tires off and do all that, so it should be easier. So let's go. Alright, so we got this little bastard out. I will admit, I was getting annoyed with the fact that it was taking so long, so I got a little hammer happy at the end, as you saw, and I got that thing out real quick. So literally the whole reason I bought new, end links is because, look, we're missing the bolt. The bolt is the one that goes over there, and I've been missing it. I tried to go to Home Depot to get them, but I could not find the bolts, so I just bought new end links, which is going to be good for me because I know these things are probably old and blown. Like, see, I think I just blew it. Yeah, it's blown anyway, so yeah. See, so out with the old and in with the new. This one is so much nicer. So yeah, that's the driver's side one. The passenger side one is in this box. They're both from Duralast. Got them at AutoZone for like 30 bucks a piece. Alrighty, just like that, for the first time since I've owned this car, I have a front sway bar link. Alright, so now you guys can see we have our second sway bar back in. Because of the like weight difference, I don't know what it is. Sorry, I know the camera's dirty. I don't know what it is with the Lexus, but on both sides, for the driver's side,
I think it carries a significantly more amount of weight, or it's the other way around. I don't remember which one's which, but this one has a much longer suspension base. It's like half an inch, I would say. This side is half of an inch taller than the other side. And when you see it in pictures, it's all nice and straight because there's more weight on this side. But what that means is, whatchamacallit, I couldn't get them to line up because the suspension, you know, was, or the bar was connected on the other side. So what I had to do was jack up the arms. So I jacked up the arm, I got it in a position, and it's all good. So now I'm gonna put the wheel back on, lower the car, and yeah. How's it going, guys? Today is another day. Today, like I mentioned, those rear end links were kind of fucked. So over the few days, I got more. So now I have the rear links. So we're gonna do the rear links today. And we're also going to deal with as much of the radio stuff as I can handle today, because I really don't like wiring. So yeah, really right now it's just like plugging stuff back in that's been unplugged. And then I also have to reconnect a few wires, which is gonna suck ass because I hate wiring, but it's fine. So let's do this. Just a little update in typical me fashion. I had a terrible time getting these off because I had tried to put it on, like you can literally see it dripping. Because I had tried to put it on, whatchamacallit, it was very hard for me to get the bolt off. And even though I was trying to get the bolt like off and like, you know, pushing on the blown bear, I don't know what you call those things, pushing, it still wasn't going. So it took me asking my dad about the fact that they have Allen keys or Allen holes in them. So that was fantastic. Thank you, Lexus. So I got the Allen size, which is a size 5, at least for the OEM ones. And I was able to finally get them out. So now we're gonna install the new ones really quick. Alrighty guys, so I actually forgot to record the outro for this, so I ended up just putting them back in. It was, you know, fairly simple. It's just like the front, where I had to jack up the one side because my driver's side sits differently. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'm sorry it's like really all over the place. I recorded this over the span of, it's now been like almost 20 days. So yeah, it's hard to keep track of a video when it's being made for that long. It's just, yeah. Anyways, next video, I'm gonna start posting more about me driving the car, and I want to post like some of my runs and stuff like that. And I'm also going to continue restoring the LS. So as you saw, I didn't do any of the wiring I said I was going to. Next video, I'm going to be tackling some of that. And I'm also going to explain some of the other things I did on my off time of making videos. Like, I never even mentioned me putting my coilovers in, so I'm going to mention all of that in the next video. Don't you guys worry, I'm not going to leave you out on any of that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that have watched. If you came this far, you gotta like and subscribe. Obviously, I don't like asking for it, but you came this far, okay? It's like 20 minutes in. So, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Peace.